Hey there. So every semester at the start of the semester we are getting some questions about how to do the discussions and what goes into a discussion, so I figure I might as well address it once on video, walk you through what's going on, and post that, and that'll give everybody a decent access to what's up. So this is, you're looking right now at the Canvas layout for the course. If we're using a different platform, it all more or less works the same. So let's say you are in the Humanities 127 804 class. Once you click on the class, it will take you to the home page. In fact, we're going to enter the student view so you can see what this would look like for you. Alright, so now that you're here, you'll notice that we have under week 1, that's the first week, you have 4 things that you're supposed to read: the critical thinking book, introduction, and the chapter 1. So for that, you go and you get our critical thinking book, and then you read the introduction and chapter 1. And there are occasionally things that are not in the book. This week, for example, there is an article on diversity and an article on religion. You're expected to read both of those. So once, to open those, by the way, once you click on them, so you go ahead and open up in a new window, and then you scroll through there, and then you read that, and you get back here. So once you are all done reading that, you go to discussion 1, and right here where you see the reply button, right, you just click there, and it will open up a space for you to type your discussion. Now, if you prefer to type your discussion out in a Word file somewhere, that's fine, but do not upload a Word file. Instead, what you should do is, when you're done with the Word file, go ahead and copy that text and paste it in here, and that way we can all see what you wrote without having to pause and download the thing and save it somewhere and then open it and then read it. So, what are you writing about? Well, whatever the reading was, in this case, let's just open this up to remind us. So anything from introduction, chapter 1, the diversity reading, or the religion reading, or if you have multiple things that caught your eye, your job is to pick a thing there that caught your attention for whatever reason, and then you're going to sort of think your way through it and write something about it, right? And this is where you write it. So you write things here, and when you're done writing, you hit post reply. Now, by the way, notice that down here you have a word count. That works really well because all of our assignments have a word count minimum. So make sure that you get to that word count minimum before you hit submit, otherwise you lose points. Right, people ask me, what do you mean that something caught my eye? If you thought that something was interesting, that means that you thought it might be true, or you think it might be false, or you think it's a good way of presenting an idea, or maybe you think it's a bad way of presenting an idea, or it ties into something else that you know or care about. Whatever the case is, right, that's what you're going to essentially talk about. Just make sure that it ties back into the readings that we did for that week. So again, for week 1, it's whatever is under week 1, and you are talking about things that you found interesting across the readings. Obviously, in week 2 here, we can see that all we have is the book chapters 2 and 3, and then we have, in week 3, you have 4 things you're reading. That's 3 chapters of a book, and then a link to an article on the possibility of knowing. And for that discussion, you're going to pick an idea from one or more of these readings that you're interested in, and then you're going to talk about it. Alright, I hope that about covers it, and I'll see you all next time.